Ackeem Blake cruise to 10.05 win over 100 meters at the IstAF Berlin 2025. Race highlights included. And will these Jamaicans qualify in time for World Championships 2025? Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Go ahead, please hit the subscribe button so we continue to grow. When you do that, hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. We drop a video each one today on Peter Lloyd World. If you enjoy the content, please hit that like button and finally leave your thoughts. So, ready? Yep, good to go. Well, there are a few Jamaicans who have not yet qualified for this year's World Championships 2025, including Christopher Cobby Taylor, who we recently saw attempt to get that qualification in the men's 200 meters at the Montenay GP Tampere 2025 track meet. But unfortunately, Christopher Cobby Taylor was unable to get that qualifying time. Taylor, who finished second behind Brian Lavelle, who is already qualified for the World Championships in terms of time, ran 20.33, which is just outside of the qualifying time, to take third in this event.
Hallussaan tällä hetkellä. Hyvin tullaan sieltä Dambilen ympäriltä sitten Taylor ja Michaelainen. Siinä on tiukka rintama ja on myös Figueroa siinä mukana. Purola ei tuohon kyytiin ehdi millään. Ja näin sieltä taitaa olla sitten, onko Jose Figueroa, joka tämän juoksun lopulta vie nimiin.
But Taylor is not the only person who has not yet qualified. The 400-meter champion from this year's National Championships for Jamaica, Rasheen McDonald, over the 400 meters has not yet qualified. Delano Kennedy, over 400 meters, has not yet qualified. Javon Powell, same thing, 400 meters has not qualified. And I just told you about Christopher Cobby Taylor. Kellyanne Beckford over the 800 meters has not yet qualified. Adele Tracy in the 1500 meters has not yet qualified. Gabriel Matthews over 200 meters has not yet qualified. Renisha McGregor, 200 meters also has not yet qualified. And Therese Taylor over the 800 meters has not yet qualified. Now, recently at the Haiphausen Austrian Open, the current national champion over the women's 200 meters, Ashanti Moore, was able to not only win but meet that essential 200 meters qualifying time, which means she'll be able to compete at this year's World Championships. Moore ran a new personal best and meet record to achieve this goal, laying down a solid 22.40 in that process. Now, this year's World Athletics Championships 2025 takes place in Tokyo between the 13th of September to the 21st of September. And there are a few more meets in which the persons who I just mentioned, the Jamaican athletes who have not yet qualified, could get that qualification. There are approximately 15 World Athletics Continental Tour Challenger meets, 16 World Athletics Continental Tour bronze meets, 8 World Athletics Continental Tour silver meets, 1 World Athletics Continental Tour gold meet, 1 Area Senior Outdoor Championships NACAC, 3 Diamond League meets, and 1 Diamond League finals. So they have to be able to make the qualifying times in their chosen event, because people, if them not do it, they really can't compete at World Championships. And the 13th of September is not that far off. They have what, about 6-7 weeks left. So let's hope that they're able to do so.
Introducing Peter Lloyd World merchandise, where style meets comfort. From trendy tees to cozy hoodies, we've got something for everyone. Elevate your wardrobe with our high-quality, fashionable designs that make a statement. Whether you're hitting the streets or chilling at home, Peter Lloyd World has you covered. Shop now and upgrade your look with Peter Lloyd World merchandise. Available exclusively at Peter Lloyd World. Link in description below.
Once again, Jamaicans repped well for the flag, this time at the IstAF Berlin 2025 track and field competition. First up, let's take a look at the multinational champion in this event, the remarkable Danielle Thomas-Dodd. This, of course, is the women's shot put, where she walked away with the bronze in this instance. The event was won by Fanny Ross of Switzerland with a throw of 19.04, with Ogunelai of Germany, hopefully that's correct, throwing 18.80 to take second, and Jamaica's Thomas Dodd throwing 18.82 to walk away with the third place or bronze medal.
Heute wir die Jamaikanerin Danielle Thomas-Dodd.
I'm a huge fan of this young lady. This young lady is as consistent as the day is long. In the 100 meters, Christiana Williams repped for the island. The winner, of course, was this young lady, Maya McCoy of the United States, who has been on fire thus far this year over there in Europe on the track and field scene. McCoy won the event in a time of 11.01 seconds ahead of Germany's Gina Lockenkemper, who ran 11.05, a season's best, to take second. The sole Jamaican in the event ran sixth, Christiana Williams, running 11.39 seconds. Now, I remind you that Christiana Williams is now also doing bobsled. Pretty interesting. Let's take a look at the highlights of that event.
Lückenkämper auf Bahn 4. Ja, McCoy ein bisschen voraus, aber da ist noch viel drin. Jetzt muss sie beschleunigen, das tut sie und jetzt kommt sie. Aber kommt sie noch vorbei an McCoy? Nein! Oh, schade, es hat nicht mehr ganz gereicht.
Christiana Williams repping there for the island in the women's 100 meters at the IstAF Berlin 2025. Hansi Parchment took second in the men's 110 meters hurdles, running 13.26 to take that second spot. Unfortunately, could not find that race. Now, I did find this race. I've been talking about this young lady, Ditaji Kambunji, who is Munjinga Kambunji's sister. And I'm doing so because I'm thinking she is beginning to show her hand as a possible top 5, top 6 contender in a highly competitive women's 100 meters hurdles. She walked away with the win here at the IstAF Berlin 2025 in this event. Young Kambunji, Ditaji Kambunji, ran 12.52 to take the win ahead of Nadine Visser, who ran 12.57, apologies, to take that second spot. Here is that race highlight.
So, wie erwischt Ricarda Lobe den Start? Das sieht bisher ganz gut aus. Kambunji und Visser, was machen die anderen direkt daneben? Was macht Schischowska? Und Kambunji läuft 12,51 Sekunden.
Look, I know the women's 100 meters hurdles is unimaginably competitive, and the truth of the matter is it's almost impossible to say who is going to win, because pretty much it will be a toss-up between maybe 8 women, 7, 8 women. I am not exaggerating. But this young lady, Ditaji Kambunji, has caught my eye, and I think her consistency, she's doing pretty well, and I kind of think she's someone that we should sort of, keep in mind. Now, in the men's 100 meters, Ackeem Blake won this one in cruise control quite easily, improving on the time he ran at the London Diamond League. The young Jamaican, who is the 4th fastest Jamaican thus far this season over the men's 100 meters, and the 7th fastest thus far for the 2025 season in that event globally, ran 10.05 seconds to take the win here, beating the entire field by a clear meter and a half. I mean, this was a pretty easy win for him. Now, this was improvement over both the time and placing he had in what I think was his last global event, which was the London Diamond League, where he took fourth in that race that was dominated by his fellow Jamaican Ackeem Blake. In that Blake won that one again quite easily, ahead of Zarnell Hughes, Noah Lyles, another clear meter and a half, running 9.86. So 10.05 is actually an improvement for Ackeem Blake, because in that event at the London Diamond League, he ran 10.08 to take the fourth spot.
Away they go. Great start from Seville, who's got a little bit of a march on Noel Lyles. Lyles has got some work to do. Seville is going really well here. Seville's going to win this. Brilliant rig. He even has time to salute.
Now this, of course, is my 2 cents. Well, that was a very easy win for Jamaica's Ackeem Blake. He's looking good. His times are again improving. I've always kind of thought, I think what happened to him last year, I said it before, is that he peaked rather early when he ran that indoors, World Indoors 60-meter competition where he took third. He seems to be getting back into that form. Oh, no, I'm a big fan of Ackeem Blake. Big up yourself, my boss. Big up yourself, Ackeem. And I think he's very dangerous. I think Ackeem is very dangerous. I know some of you are discounting him, but I think he's very dangerous. I do not believe this year's men's 100 meters world championships is going to be as predictable as many of us believe. And certainly for my American friends, I think you may be in for a very, very rude awakening. Anything is possible. But this was an easy run for him. He looked like he was in absolute cruise control. Great race execution as always. He looked healthy. He looked good. And again, he's going in the right direction from running that 10.08 at the London Diamond League to 10.05. He's getting better and better and better. And I know he'll be in sub 10 form. And I think he's going to be back to his 10.88 PB or 10.89. I think it's 10.88 now, his new PB. So what am I saying? 10 point. People, Lord have mercy, what's wrong with me? The man PB can't be 10.88. Apologies, Ackeem. His PB is 9.88. I believe that's his PB. I know it was 9.89. So running a 10.05 here is a good look, trending in the right direction. And as you can see, it was absolute race dominance. It was quite easy for him. Ackeem is dangerous. Now, Daniel Thomas-Dodd. Consistent as the day is long. I believe if she gets the right support, you're looking at another medal for this young lady at this year's World Championships. He's an incredible talent. And honestly, people may think on a kind of not give her enough support, in the sense that I don't hear people talk enough about Daniel Thomas-Dodd. She's a great talent. Hansa Parchment, boy, what can I say? He's not on the team and he's just running better and better and better. I don't know. Hopefully he makes a team next year, and but he's looking good. Again, he's trending in the right direction. And we would have needed a Hansa Parchment, given the fact that Rashid Broadbell is out of commission for the rest of the 2025 season. We're looking good. The Taji Kambunji, not Jamaican, I'm a fan. I see her as she improving, and she's getting better and better and better. She can be a factor. As I said, the women's 100 meters hurdle is going to be very unpredictable, people. Very, very, very unpredictable. Now, for the Jamaicans who have not yet made the cut in terms of their qualifying time in their separate events, international course, the people, support them, please. Support them. They're doing their very best. All of them are close to that mark. And I am confident that all of them should be able to make the mark. All right? Because maybe you're not aware of this, but if they cannot make the qualifying time, they cannot represent the island at the World Championships. They just can't. Those are the rules. I didn't make them up. Those are the rules. So there you have it. Ackeem Blake, easy win there. Cruise into a 10.05, beating the rest of the field by at least a meter and a half in the men's 100 meters. And by the way, beating a quality field by a meter in 100 meters is like me beating someone by a mile in a long distance race. It's a heck of it's huge. And he's trending in the right direction. So Ackeem, big up yourself. I know that you will be at your best by World Championships. But this, of course, is my 2 cents. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Now, don't forget to support the channel. Check out our merch store at printify.com. I'll leave a link in the description below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, and hit the like button. Remember, you're royals, kings, and queens. Bless us.